most vulnerable guests, providing masks and gloves to our team members, and offering contactless shopping options through the Target app, like Drive Up and same-day delivery. We are here for you now more than ever, and your health and safety is our highest priority. Learn more at target.com/a bullseye-view.
New Dunkin' Refreshers. Vibrant fruit flavors like strawberry, dragon fruit, and peach passion fruit. B vitamins and energy from green tea. All under 200 calories. Order ahead via the Dunkin' app for a contactless way to order, pay, and pick up in the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Amazon is hiring near you. Earn a competitive wage and start as soon as 7 days. No resume or experience required. Health and safety are a top priority with all of Amazon's roles and sites. Amazon is taking precautions in their buildings to keep people healthy. Go to amazon.com/apply. That's amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, Shelly Show Williams, Phillie's Oprah, host and executive producer of Single on a Saturday Night. And guess what? I've teamed up with DJ Kid Disco. He is the king of the podcast, and we have Zoom Your Podcast Masterclass. Have you ever wanted to start a podcast, learn how to be a Zoom professional, throw a virtual party? Now is the perfect time to learn all about it in Zoom Your Podcast. Go to ShellyShowWilliams.com or go to Instagram at ShellyShowWilliams or at DJ Kid Disco. DM us. Find out more information. This class is a must-take class. Hey everybody, it's Shelly Show Williams, Phillie's Oprah, executive producer of Urban Expressions, Single on a Saturday Night, but I am a business, social media, and media coach. And if you're looking to show up on social media with a purpose, I have a course for you. Have you been struggling as an entrepreneur trying to figure out how to get people to engage, how to get people to buy, how to get people just to see you on social media? I have just the course for you. Please go to ShellyShowWilliams.com to find out more.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
Yeah. How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
Yo, what's good? This is Tracy Lee, and you already know I gets down with the get down, man. Grown Folks Radio all day.
Hi, everybody. This is CYNDA Williams, and I am the co-host of the Melanated Morning Show and the host of the PPC Radio Show. And you are listening to Grown Folks Radio.
Cece,
yes.
I'm in the middle of doing some stuff, so can you lead us off, please?
All right. Thank you. Welcome to the Melanated Morning Show, presented by the Grown Folks Radio. I hope everyone is well out there. I know a lot of us received snow last night. For us, it's the first real snow. We had some flurries a couple of months ago, but this is like real snow. I know a friend of mine was saying that in New York, they were expecting a foot. Did you guys get a foot? I don't know.
It's on the way here in Philadelphia. It's coming. So I'm gonna need my weed, man.
Yeah, whatever keeps you warm. For me, it's a nice warm blanket and some cocoa.
That is my warm blanket.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the snow be coming, y'all. I mean, okay, technically, you really, if you're being honest with yourself, if I'm being honest with myself, let's be real. If I'm being honest with myself, snow is a good thing. It's the precipitation that we need that will, first of all, eliminate all dead things and also replenish the earth in the wintertime. But I don't like it.
It kills all the what?
It kills germs. It kills stuff. Extreme cold weather does that for us. We have a difficult time in the summer if it does not snow in the winter or get cold enough in the winter. But I'm telling you, from the inside of my house, I'm loving it. I think it's beautiful. But I don't want to go outside. That's one thing about the lockdowns anywhere and all of that. It's like this time, okay, I'll lock myself inside the house. I'll put up the window, get some fresh air, and I'll even take my walks, put on my big old boots and my warm stuff, and go take a walk in the snow because I think it's beautiful to do. But I don't want to drive in this mess. I just don't
Yeah,
want to be out in it. You know what I
yeah, but
mean?
you ain't the poor slob that gotta shovel that shit.
Well, I'm usually the poor slob that does. I mean, now that I got William Lee, he will do that also. We
I was
actually
gonna say that I know that big old black man.
Nah, he does
Uh,
that.
okay.
But before, I mean, I just moved here. I was in Illinois, and the house that I was living in had a driveway, the longest driveway, and I parked my car in the garage.
Oh wow.
So every time it snowed, I had to get up 2 hours early. I was already getting up super early, getting up 2 hours early, going outside and shoveling the snow. And most of the time, not all the time, I could get my daughter up. Sometimes she had like practices in the morning and she had such long days. Couldn't bring myself to make her get out there because I probably should have. That would have been the good mother thing to do.
Mm.
But I was considering her hours of basketball and school and all of that. So I was like, okay, it's good exercise for my upper body. And so I don't mind getting out there snow just as long as I'm dressed warm. Matter of fact, if you dress right, you'll get hot out there. You start sweating.
This the right time for one of these.
Because you breathing all that hot air and back at yourself.
Yeah, just make sure you brush your teeth real good, cause.
Woo-wee. And you can make those masks stink. I've smelled some. Ugh. Horrible.
But if you need one, same as plug again. Hit us up. Hey.
I am not even going to talk to you about that because I don't know how many times I have said, when am I going to get my gear? So I'm not going to embarrass you by talking about it again.
Well, see,
next subject.
The radio station has to pay for them, but right about now, thanks to COVID,
But you paying for your dang on self. What about your co-hosts?
See, what?
Or let us know. Maybe we might want to shell you some dollars just so we can represent too. Next subject. Anyway.
I love you, Seabreeze.
I know. I love you too. Shoot. If you got me a t-shirt, at least for my little girl, with her beautiful self.
Okay.
We could take some pictures and do some ads with it. Bring some folks.
Listen, as soon as Mitch the bitch stops his nonsense and shenanigans, they go ahead and pass this bill. I got everybody. T-shirt for everybody.
That's right.
Speaking of Mitch the bitch, he finally decided to say enough is enough. Biden is the new president, and you got 25 members of the Senate that said they're going to raise hell on Inauguration Day, and Mitch actually said, don't you do it, because there's a strong possibility that everything may be blue. All three branches. You don't want that. You don't want them problems. And Dum Dum is trying to get another one of his home cronies to be Attorney General. What was you saying to open up another investigation on Hunter Biden? You was telling me?
I guess the Justice Department was already investigating Hunter Biden's taxes, but they were keeping on a down low because of the election. That is the rule. If someone is in an election, you don't publicize any of these things, which is how, what's his name?
Comey got fired.
Exactly. That's how Comey got in trouble, because he did that to Hillary. So they weren't making it public, and then President Trump found out about it, and now he is tripping out, and he is trying in his last few days, the twilight of his presidency, to make it a big public spectacle. Now the bar is gone, and if the guy that's in there now doesn't go along with it, he's talking about firing him, bringing in one of his cronies to
It's
make
not
up
going
this big old to do about it just all still. I don't understand why we are ever surprised by his behavior. This man still has not shown us his taxes. Still, but he wants them to investigate.
You know what? I didn't even think of that.
It's ridiculous. It is absolutely
You
ridiculous.
know what? Damn, Seabreeze. I didn't even think it.
It's
Wow.
crazy. It's absolutely nuts.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That shit been so long, I forgot about that. Yo.
Yeah.
Listen, we're getting ready to talk about more, stuff that. So I wanted to give you guys a little disclaimer for a minute while we talk about this guy. Just to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an asshole alert. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Recently, it has been brought to our attention there is an asshole among us.
There is.
I'm stupid this morning, Cece.
I'm glad. I like that.
I'm on one this morning. I'm really on one this morning. So, speaking of Soph, we're going to talk about the DJ side of her because real quick, I want to talk about who's our guest that's coming today.
Yes.
DJ J-Rock from the International DJ Cafe. It started in Philly and it morphed damn near coast to coast. They got chapters all up and down the East Coast, Louisville, Kentucky. I think he said Vegas. I know they got one in California. And we're going to talk about that and the whole movement and how it brings DJs together and networking and brotherhood and all the fluffy stuff and the DJs, how DJs learn. And Soph would love it. She would just soak it right in and she could tune in online and like, oh, I'm learning, because virtual is the way nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
The whole world is turned virtual.
The whole world is turned virtual, which I have mixed feelings about, For me, an introvert, believe it or not, yes, I am an introvert. Most people would not believe that. Yeah, I have learned how to be CYNDA, and CYNDA has thus become a part of Cindy. Because before, you wouldn't hear me talking about nothing except for some lines in a movie, okay? I was very, very shy. But I've learned how to just talk. I just got comfortable with it after years of working on myself.
So
what?
How does an introvert play a role like Clark? How does that work?
Because I imagine no one is there but me, and my imagination is phenomenal. And no one is there but me and whoever, me and Denzel, me and Wesley, me and whoever I'm playing the parts with. And I just zone everybody out and pretend like it's just me and them. And usually I imagine someone I actually care about or love in that opposite role. You have to. I mean, sometimes people fall in love or in lust with the person they're working with. I haven't done that very often.
But you have had some amazing co-stars.
I've had some amazing co-stars.
Yes,
beautiful co-stars. Really, yeah, Bokeem was cool. Bokeem was one of my favorite co-stars, to be honest with you, even though we didn't get super close because he was also an introvert. He's definitely an introvert.
I can see him as one.
Mm-hmm. He spent most of his time, I don't know what he's like now, but back in those days, he spent most of his time in his trailer playing his guitar, doing push-ups. He wasn't trying to like hang out with the crew, and he just wasn't doing that. He was really nice, very cordial, not very down to earth, but quiet and introverted. And a lot of actors are like that. But back to my point, being inside does not bother me at all.
Me neither.
I like it. I
do too.
I like to go out and dance sometimes and get my dance on and stuff like that. And I like small, intimate groups. I love that. But big crowds, don't need it.
I can see you being in like in an eclectic jazz club or something. You know.
I do enjoy that. I haven't done a lot of that. Usually, if I go to that kind of place, it's because I'm performing, and I enjoy the people. But I don't really. The only place that I ever hang out is a coffee, no, a diner. I usually find a diner nearby wherever I'm living because I've moved so many times, and I go there and I take a book and I read by myself and eat a nice breakfast, or I write. But
So
with
what
big
do you
groups
do
of
when
people,
you're in the trailer?
I work usually. I work on whatever I'm writing or work on the character that I'm doing, working on the lines. Because lines, it's really difficult to learn lines while you're on, especially independent films, because the lines change so often. So it doesn't make sense to like really memorize in stone any lines until you get there, because you won't know what you're saying, or they'll change what you're saying. So I'm typically working on whatever I'm doing that day next, or I'm reading or I'm listening to music, new music, because one thing I buy myself when I work is music and books. But then like I said, I'm doing a lot of writing these days.
I gotta start getting you some of that eclectic stuff that I know you like, and start sending you some mixes so that when you're on set, you can think
Hmm.
about the greatest producer you ever.
The
Yeah.
only producer I ever had. What you talking about?
Oh
You
shit! I thought I was
sorry.
doing something special.
You the first. You the first, man. This is new for me.
I thought I was doing some special shit.
I really feel like I've come home though, because I feel very comfortable in this platform. But it's brand new. I mean, it's not even been a year yet that I've been doing this.
But you know what? I remember from the first time that we actually met, I saw how comfortable you were then on Shelly's show when we first met, and when you
Hmm.
first came to this show, you were just like so.
Hmm.
Like I really like to, and I remember and I remember saying to you, I said, well, you can hang around if you want. And you was like, yeah, I really like this.
Hmm.
I really this is fun. Like this is seems
Well,
so.
it's what I was saying about I like intimate groups. This is an intimate group. It's virtual, but it's an intimate group. I mean, give me a group of 4 or 5 people, get some drinks, eat some nosh, and just talking.
Wait a
Love
minute.
it.
Wait a minute.
What? Hmm.
20 seconds, time out. Back up.
Back up.
The hell is
Appetizers. Appetizers. Nosh is another word for appetizers. Some little chicken wings, some dip and chips and dip.
why in the
Uh,
bleep didn't you just say finger
be,
food? You
because
know
I
I'm
don't call
ignorant.
it that. I don't
You
call it that. I call it
know
what
I'm
I call
ignorant.
it. I'm being me. I'm being real. I don't sit around saying finger foods.
I don't say finger food either. I just say
I say nosh.
I
That's
hate
the
when you go
word.
somewhere and they got nasty food. I'm like, oh damn.
That's why I always eat before I go somewhere. So I'm not hungry. So if they got jacked up stuff, I don't have to feel bad about, I'm not hungry sitting there looking
Hey,
at.
you know,
Mm,
I'm sitting here smoking this cigarette and I'm not giving a damn. Do you remember the guy Morton Downey Jr.?
of course I remember him. Hmm.
You know, somebody called me the Black Morton Downey Jr.
Not surprising.
They looked at the show like, what are you, the Black Morton Downey Jr.?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I pretty much am, and I don't give a damn because I'm stressed. Lucky I ain't sitting here smoking some weed. By the way, thank you, New Jersey. They really are trying to make it accessible. Thank
Okay. What'd they do?
they opened up shops, and I heard they selling that shit at the flea market in
What?
Georgia.
Oh, that's right. You're not in New Jersey. You're in Philly. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
in
Got it.
Yes, I'm in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, and it's a
But it's
comic book.
right. New Jersey is right there.
Man, I can get there on the train in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. Because the last time I came to Philadelphia, I actually went to New Jersey to do some recording. And
I can't wait till you get to come to Philadelphia again.
I love Philadelphia. I really do. I really do. I think we should make some kind of event. As soon as stuff is cleaned up and whatever, we should do a live together event, do the radio live together somewhere.
Well, be the co-owner. Shout out to Shelly. Hey, Shell.
Shelly!
We actually talked about this. When it opens up, what we're going to do is do a live recording.
You know what? Speaking of, okay, I'm going to let you finish, and then I'm going to tell you my idea.
We're going to do a live recording of Single on a Saturday night. Meets the Melanated Morning Show. And we're going to bring the whole radio,
That's awesome. Yeah. Also, you're our guy that we have coming on in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we do a show with them? A crew of all the, however many people are in it in Philly, in that group, and we do the MC part of it.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we talk to him about it when he gets here? Let me text this brother, tell him get his black boopity boop boop in here. Earl Davis, what up, homie?
Is Earl with us?
Earl's always with us.
Hi, Earl. How are you? How are you?
Redding, what's up? And what up, Bo?
Kelsey, I think.
Timothy Little. Hey, Sheena. What's going on?
Good morning, Kesley. I hope I said that right. Sometimes, man, I've been messing people's names up. But Kesley looks like it. I know he's one of my buddies. Or she? Oh my gosh. Kesley.
Ooh.
I talk to Kesley all the time. That was a boo-boo. I was thinking of Earl at the same time. Because I know Earl. Face-to-face Earl. Because last time I came to New Jersey, I saw Earl. He came and heard me.
You know Earl. That's why Earl.
I do, yes.
Let me tell you something about Earl. Earl also tunes in. He don't just tune in with you or me. Anytime anything from Grown Folks Radio comes on, 2 people be there for sure. Earl and your boy, Malik Truth.
Yep, Malik's always there. He listens to all the Grown Folks Radio stuff. He's a big supporter. And Earl is a big supporter for me. And I so appreciate he and his wife and his family. He's a beautiful man.
So real quick, Seabreeze, without giving it away, let's talk about this week's episode of the PPC podcast.
Yes, I'm very excited about this week's. I have my friend, Dr. William E. Smith. He is a tenured professor at Bowie State University, and he has been playing jazz and composing jazz for years, and now he's composing scores. And he is coming on to the PPC podcast with some of his music, and it's a great show.
Christmas music, I believe.
One of the songs is a Christmas song, and the other song is from the point of view of spirit, which is a big deal for him, his spiritual life. And a guy named Nate Jolly wrote the lyrics, and he put together the music for Spirit Song. So yes, I'm very excited.
Spirit Song. I like the
good music. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give a shameless plug. That last beat, I'm just going to say Rainfall. You know what I'm talking about?
That was nice.
I did.
You did that? I like it.
I did that.
I kind of wished you to put that on both inside and intro. I really like it.
You should have told me. I would have.
Because I just heard it, so.
Good answer. I'll do it for
Matter of fact, I haven't put it together yet, so can you put it on the intro?
I could do that.
Could you?
I didn't know you like it that much.
I did. I do.
I'll put it on the intro then.
Thank you.
Done deal. Yeah. In fact, we were talking, and it was late, and I said I'm gonna get to it late, and that's what I was doing till like 4 a.m. In fact, it was Sunday night because you were doing Damien's radio show. So since we were off Monday, I was up all night long Sunday, tinkering around with that, and
I really like it.
That was the finished product.
Your guy DJ Kid Disco can do some beats, y'all.
I know a little something.
Eventually, I'm gonna put a song to one of them things.
Oh, dang! Wow, she's gonna put some lyrics. Did y'all hear that? And she said it publicly.
You silly.
I'm fluttered. I'm just fluttered.
I'm be-fluttered.
Be-fluttered. So, I know I did this yesterday with Philly Beauty, but I want to do it again.
How is my girl?
She is. I haven't heard from her today. She usually gives me the good morning nod, virtually.
Hey, Philly Beauty, whenever you join us, it's good to see your beautiful face.
She usually gives me the Negro nod. What up, nigga? Around the waist type of. It's a Philly thing. It's a Philly thing.
It's a Philly thing.
Yeah, you ain't got. You'll just be like, you're like, what up, guys? How you? And that one, that means how you doing? How was your night? Everything good? You safe? You good? And that's how you go. You good? Yeah. All right. We're just so Philly has its own language. Like, you really gotta learn. If y'all want to really know, I keep saying this because I love that movie. Watch the movie Creed. So Philly. It's so Philly.
I have to watch it again now with that in mind.
Yeah, it'll show you where to get the best cheesesteaks.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I get it now.
Because they actually get into a part where she says John all the time. I told you about that. And
I haven't said it once.
And so he actually, Michael B., his character, Creed, actually asked her, what does that mean, John? And she goes into detail what it means. And she gives the exact explanation that I always give. What does John mean? Everything. Person, place, or thing.
Wow. That's funny.
It is. Guess what we're getting ready to start doing, you and I, Seabreeze?
And what is that?
Live calling.
All right. I'm excited about that. I like talking to people.
Yeah, so folks out there in Radio Land and Facebook Land, that's what we're going ready to start doing. Philly and I actually did it last week, but
how'd it go?
So
you got to figure out the kinks first.
Well, we got the kinks out. Somebody, the wrong ID password went out.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
that's how it goes live sometimes. You got to just figure it out on your feet.
Yeah, well, you got to be quick on your feet in this business. You got to get in where you fit
business.
Yeah, in this business, as well as I do. Sometimes you just got to. Sometimes it happens. You could be sitting there, hey, girl, you, wiping the tables. Come here. Stand right there. Do this.
Stars have been made this way.
Exactly. I'm mentoring my co-host, and I was explaining that to her, like, because she was like, "Oh my God, you put me out there." Listen, girl, this is how this business is. You gotta be when your call comes, ready. Right? When your call comes, ain't no.
But the thing about it is, we unconsciously prepare for things all the time. We don't even know why. Like my daughter right now, she's going through some stuff because she's bored. Before, she was overworked, stressed out, and freaking out, having anxiety galore because she had so much. And then she decided to take a break during this time. This is her break time, not the summer. She goes to school during the summer and takes the holidays off so she can be home. But it's a long break. It's like 3 months. And she's like, Mom, I feel like I'm a slug. I said, are you doing anything at all? She said, yeah, I'm working on on another language, and I'm doing my art, and I'm reading a lot, and I'm watching a lot of documentaries. I said, you're preparing for something. She goes, how am I going to use this stuff? I said, I don't know. But every time, my experience has been when I have a break, when I have a moment of brevity, or is that the word? Maybe not. Brevity means short. When I have a moment to breathe, and I take that time and learn something, I always end up using it. So, it's a necessary thing. You got to take a break sometime. You got to breathe. You got to let your mind clear. And it means you're going to get bored sometimes because you're so used to moving so quickly. But if you don't ever stop, then you have a hard time finding something new. And you're just doing the same old thing if you never, ever stop. to explore other things.
You see what Earl is saying? Earl is saying some real empowering.
I don't get the new stuff.
Well, you're not. Okay.
It just doesn't come to me.
I love
how it is now.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
He says he says we're a great team. You think we're a great team, Seabreeze?
I do.
He says I love listening to. He says you are a great team. You both are doing different. Both are totally systematical.
Symmetrical and is it skyways? I don't know that word, Earl. What's skyways mean?
Always.
Always. Sorry, autocorrect messed you up, baby. I mean, I'm not supposed to say that. Okay.
No, I'm gonna say it does.
No, I was talking about something else we can talk about. But...
Anyway, yeah. So, and y'all see what I got on this morning?
Eagles.
We finally won one. They put that young boy and he kicking ass, and they actually bring him back.
Good.
Young black brother. Young black brother. Yeah, young brother.
I love new young blood. Just don't get rid of the wise old folks that have something to say that it's meaningful and helpful to the young bloods.
True.
There's room for all of us. There is plenty of room.
He's just doing a good job because the one that we got, Carson Wentz, is a bum. And
well, I don't know nothing about that.
I know you don't.
You know I don't know. Shoot, I only have cable. So.
Who does? Man.
And nor do I have any sports streaming things either. William is going nuts because he wants basketball and basketball's back. So I'm like, we're going to have to do some changes so we can get you some basketball.
Oh, man. Let me see if I can hook y'all up on it. Listen, I'm going to hook up for the Fire Sticks.
We got that too, but you can't get certain things.
Oh, we listen.
Okay. All right. We'll talk.
You forgot.
Shh, it's a secret.
You really forgot how you talking. You forgot who you talking to, didn't you?
I always do. You're so amazing.
I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler.
He's a hustler.
Listen, my mom used to, Miss Carol used to always say that. She said, if I want to know some stock tips or what's going on financially, whatever, I talk to my daughter. If I want to know who shot who got the best fit for sale in the street, who got the hookup, that's when my son comes in.
Oh my gosh, you got the hookup. Hey, you're a good friend to have. So, DJ Kid Disco, we must take a break before we bring in our guest, probably.
Yeah.
So let's take a commercial break. Pay some bills.
Yeah, that part. That part. What she just said, the lady of the house has spoken.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
Yeah. How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
After these messages, we'll be right back. For the health and safety of our guests and team members, we're here for you. That means frequently deep cleaning our stores and
Okay, Facebook, we're here. We're still here for you guys, Facebook and YouTube and all of you guys. We're still here. Just the radio can't hear it because they're listening to the wonderful commercials that keeps the radio running. So, having said that, thank you all for tuning in. We're just waiting for DJ J Rock. I hope he gets his humps here in the next few minutes.
If not, we'll just keep on talking.
Well, we always want to do that. Just the way that goes. So, but anyway, again, we do appreciate everybody coming through. So this is the time that we're going to talk about the PPC radio show.
Yes. Yes, I am very excited. January 6th, 2 to 4 Eastern, which is 1 to 3 the Central, which is 12 to 2 Mountain, which is 11 to 1 West Coast Pacific.
Yeah, that part. Right.
Sometimes you got to remember to you got to remember to say these things because people just don't know. It's like, well,
Yeah.
2 to 4 Eastern. What does that mean to me? Oh, just minus however many. Gosh,
Yeah.
got to be
Well,
very specific.
I forget mountain all the time. I'm like, wait a minute, what is mountain? Is that 2? Is that 3? Is that wow? What the hell is it?
It's a 2-hour difference from us.
Hmm.
From Eastern. We're Eastern.
Uh,
It's a 2-hour difference. And it's really strange that we're on the same time zone, considering you're all the way up in Philadelphia and I'm all the way down in Indiana. But that's the way it be. And actually, a small part of Indiana is on Central Time, but most of Indiana's on Eastern. Yeah.
So we're going to.
So PPC radio show. I'm very excited. Shelly Shell Williams is my co-host, my sister Shelly, and DJ Joe Storm is doing our uplifting music segments. DJ Kid Disco is the all-consuming, all-knowing producer. We have CJ Julianis, who has been a guest. Has he been on the radio with us?
Yes, he has. And here is DJ J Rock here.
All right. CJ Julianis is our financial therapist. And then we're going to have a multitude of therapists, life coach, spiritual leaders to help us through. Hi, DJ J Rock. I'm CYNDA. What's up?
Real quick, we're great. Come back from break, y'all.
You are listening to Grown Folks Radio.
All righty then. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Because I'm.
Are we back on?
Yes, we are.
All right. Welcome back to the Melanated Morning Show with DJ Kid Disco and CYNDA Williams. And now we have a guest that I will allow DJ Kid Disco to introduce because this is his boy. This is his friend. And I'm just getting to meet him. And I don't know him yet. So I can't wait. As soon as he puts his earphones on. Hi, DJ J Rock. What's up, man?
Okay, I'm here. Okay, so let me do the officials. J Rock, what up, homie?
What's good? I was trying to do it on my computer, but I couldn't find the link that you just sent me so I could tag it in. But I'm on my phone. I was trying to put it on my computer.
You good, homie? So DJ J Rock, I want you to meet Miss CYNDA Williams. You might know her as Clark Bendecourt, or am I saying that right, Seabreeze?
That's exactly right. You are so good. You can't say Nosh, but you can say that. Congratulations.
I'm just ignorant. But yes, this is the lovely and talented Miss CYNDA Williams, and I have told her all about you. CYNDA, I'm going to need you to take over for just a few minutes.
Oh, wow. He's busy. So, yes, I've been watching some of the things that you have been doing. That's an amazing. I'm all about community, and it looks like you have created a phenomenal community all over this country. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I'm founder of something called the International DJ Cafe. It's a network of DJs that get together. We have chapters in different states, and DJs get together, politic, trade war stories, and learn. Basically, help each other get to the next level. You know, so that's the main face of it. We do a lot of things. With the main chapter is based out of Philadelphia, and then we have some Jersey. We have Delaware. We have we have some in the Carolinas, chapters in the Carolinas, and Kentucky, California, and down in Miami. Well, not Miami, but Florida, Jacksonville.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
All right. He just told us a little bit about his community.
Oh yeah, I was listening. I'm actually very actually a part of that community. I'm like the unofficial, official old geezer chapter head. Philly.
Yeah, he was saying that you're the young gun and he's the old head. Uh, yeah, but it takes the younger folks sometimes to come up with something new, and it sounds like you've gotten together with a whole bunch of really wonderful people and made something that is very beneficial to DJs. Because I am just learning now through DJ Kid Disco and others what a different culture that you live in. You have a little bit different world than the rest of us. I mean, we all have universal things that we live through and deal with, but there are specific issues that you deal with that are different than, say, an actress or someone else. So can you tell us a little bit about your history for those of us that don't know you yet, your personal history?
Okay, I'm DJ J Rock, based out of Philadelphia. I was born in New Jersey.
Okay.
That's where I'm.
Damn, I didn't know that, Jay.
See, bang, 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 bang. They say it. Yeah, so I've been in Philadelphia since I was 12, 13 years old, and my brother was a DJ, so he's the one that got the spark going. You know, music always been in my life, but my brother's the one that got me started with the DJ. I used to rap and break dance and all that because he had the music out. So we would, he would do the block parties and all that kind of stuff. And then he got into cars and gave me his equipment. And that was my start. That was like in 85, 86.
Oh, so you're not that young.
No, I got the baby face. I know I got the baby face.
Okay. Okay.
So Jay, I'm gonna ask you some intricate questions so we can really get into the meat and potatoes of,
Oh, jump.
Yeah, you know me, bro. You've been knowing me forever. So.
Oh, I can cuss on here. Oh shit, I can cuss on here. Shit.
Yeah, you can cuss. You can say shit, man. Fuck. All kind of grown folks, brother. This grown folks. We took away the cuss jar because I was owing too much money.
I hear you.
So. First let's start with because we got time, brother. So we really gonna get in real heavy with you. This is probably a more detailed interview what you're used to. Mm-hmm. So let's go back to how you, because I remember you said you DJ back in the day. So let's go back to why you got back into DJing.
Okay, music. It's one of those things. Music is one of those things that if it's in you, it's in you. It's not gonna go anywhere, and it takes a small thing just to spark it again. And my wife bought me an iPod for my birthday. Mm-hmm. I forgot what year that was. Anyway, she bought me an iPod for my birthday. It was a 32 gig iPod. So now that made me want to put as much music on that thing as possible. So I had a buddy. I was working at Tasty Kick. I had a buddy, Rob, and he was a DJ, but he did everything with CDs. Mm-hmm. So he gave me his little book of CDs. I took all those CDs and loaded it into my computer.
Okay.
Just so I can put it onto the iPod. That's just so I could do that. But I put all that stuff on there, and that sparked my interest in the music, trying to get back into DJing. Mm-hmm. So now I'm going around trying to see how different people are doing it, because I'm already into the electronic part of it and into the technical aspect of it. I've always been into that, so that never went anywhere. So now I'm just trying to see where they are DJ wise at this time. This was like in 07, 08, I want to say. Mm-hmm. So I go around. I go to different places. I go where Mars Styles is DJing that heat round. It used to be called Pattonville. Mm. Now it's the Hideaway or something like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Anyway, I go there, see him DJing, and he got 3,000 speakers in there and 10,000 speaker wires running everywhere in this place. Mm. he got all these stacks of records, and everything was just all over the place. And I'm sitting there looking at the stuff like, no, I don't think I want to do that. So I go around the corner, and then now you got JL and his partner, Bushwick. And they're around there, and they're a little more advanced. this is all in, mind you, this is all in like 1 or 2 days. I go to the next place and they have their turntable set up and all that. And for whatever songs that they don't have on wax, they have their little computer set up to play the songs. And they were a little bit more advanced over there. Then I go down to the Happy End and I see Ty. Ty C.
Shop Ty.
Yeah, he the Jersey chapter head. So I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, okay, he had his little thing all set up, all nice and neat. He had the little tea stand with the coffin on there. He had the 909 and the 1000s in the case. For those that don't know, the 909 Pioneer 909 mixer and the 1000 CDJs, they're all made by Pioneer.
I got one. I got a 909. I got a 909. You know I'm Team Pioneer, Jay.
So he had a computer up there. The other 2 places I went, there was no computer there.
It was all wax.
He got a whole little setup here. I don't see all of the stuff laying around. I'm like, how you playing? He's like, everything's on the computer. I'm like, oh, okay. So I asked him to finish filling up the rest of the space on my iPod. He did that for me. I come back the next day. So I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, all right, so if I wanted to get started in this, what do I need? And he told me, you just need the turntables or CDJs, mixer, the basic main setup.
DJ starter kit.
Yeah.
Starter kit.
Okay. So I didn't have a lot of money. So I was thinking CDJs because I can do MP3s. I could make a CD with 125 to 130 MP3 songs on there.
Yeah.
So I could.
By the way, CDJs, that's a CD player, portable CD player.
Okay.
He's like,
I can do 2
what is he talking about?
Because I only see you. I don't see her. I'm on my phone, so I only see you on the screen. So I'm talking DJ jargon. My bad.
No, that's okay. Just I was going to suggest. Now I'm remember that there are people that are my fans listening in that may not know about this stuff. So remember to include us in the conversation, y'all.
I see. If I was on my computer, I might see both of y'all.
Right. I understand.
Right. I would change how I'm talking when I see you, but when I see him, I'm talking DJ jargon.
All
right, so let's forget that I'm a DJ. We talking to the general public.
Okay.
I'm no longer DJ Kid Disco. I'm just Ed. All right.
So anyway, I got on a CD you can get 125 songs on one if you format it for MP3.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I did 2 hip hop, I did 2 R&B, I did 2 reggae, everything I thought I needed to do a party. So I would have all my music without having to have the computer at the time because I had the money to get the computer. And this was my introduction into getting back on the DJ scene.
So let's take it a couple steps ahead.
Okay.
And by this time, you already formed Music Factory Entertainment. Am I correct?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So let's move a little bit forward past because you got with G's and JL. Am I also correct?
Yes.
2 other DJs. Okay. So now we're going to go to the cafe because that's the part where my co-host Seabreeze comes in, where she saw that part. If you remember that movie I did for y'all a few years back, I showed her that from YouTube.
It's on our YouTube page.
Right. So we're going to move forward to you actually sitting in Encore and how you and G's and y'all came up with this whole concept of the International DJ Cafe.
Okay. Well, Encore was fresh. It just opened and my wife was bartending in there. And it wasn't a good idea in my head for her to be on 40th and Girard.
Morning, Val, if you happen to be looking, by the way.
So I would always go there like an hour early to pick her up.
Okay.
G's had a wedding that he had to do. So we were trying to figure out a place to meet up to get his music situated for this wedding that he had to do. So we end up at Encore because I was sitting there, I had to wait for her to get off. And now we got our computers out. Meanwhile, this is the time where everybody starts to get off from DJing wherever they were DJing at, you know. So we would always meet up. Everybody would always meet up at the end after we finished DJing. So I was like, oh, we all at Encore, so come on. Next thing you know, we got 7 to 8 computers out on the bar.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because at this time, the place was brand new, spanking new. So nobody was really in there.
Right.
You know, that's what I was worried about. I was like, man, my wife working here and it's no traffic in here. That's, you know, how it is in the hood. They find space like that and they want to rob them.
Yeah.
Well, so we end up with all our computers out. Now we're all asking for songs and figuring out who need what, and we're transferring stuff on little flash drives, and we said like, man, this a little, you know, he had Wi-Fi in there. It's like, man, we got internet, we can do all this stuff. I'm like, man, how about let's meet up here. This actually was on a Wednesday. We're like, let's meet up here, you know, next Wednesday and do the same thing. And that is how it started. It wasn't no blueprint. We wasn't sitting there talking about, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We gotta have chapters all over the world. We gonna do this and that. No, it just was DJs trying to help each other, just like we do today.
Now, as I was telling Seabreeze earlier, here's the phenomenal part. If memory serves me correctly, this started before we even had the Facebook page. It was just us meeting up. Because I remember when we first met you guys, it was me, K Swift, Shorty T, a whole bunch of us was over there on the infamous Yorkville setup. And I remember when you and Speed Rock were going around the park and was actually physically handing out physical flyers. Like it was no internet thing, and a bunch of us came down. And
well, the first Facebook page was KY's. KY had the Philly DJ page or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was he started he had a page first, which gave the idea for the International DJ Cafe page.
Right. So okay, so I want to go forward a little bit because CYNDA's daughter. So what is her DJ? Have we got a DJ name for her yet?
No DJ name yet.
That's going to be the next contest. We got to come up with a DJ name for her. No, we had a contest for CYNDA, and that's why she's Seabreeze. You know.
Right.
Okay. There we go.
So I want to go a little bit further because now the cafe is up. We've got a couple chapters. Jersey was the next one, then Delaware, and blah blah blah.
Well, let's just stay at the one because Philly was the overflow to make it to where we had to make other chapters. So Philly got so busy. I mean, like DJs would come from Delaware. DJs was here like they lived around the corner, and Jersey they were over here like, you know, like they lived 5 minutes away. So we were like at capacity with not party people, DJs, like music lovers and DJs in this spot. And then Cutlass came up with the idea of starting a chapter over there in Jersey.
Shout out to DJ Cutlass, who also is going to be a guest on this show as well.
He's co-chapter head along with Tassi and Groove over there at Penn Soccer.
Right.
So can I ask you a question, please? Okay. So, since I'm not really aware of the DJ lifestyle, how would you say that what's a unique thing about a DJ's life that would be something I or people that are listening in might not know?
Unique?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's anything unique. I think everybody, artsy people, or I think all artsy people are nerds.
Yeah.
Right. So DJs, everybody that's into something that deep, like the DJs in the music, like somebody's into acting. You have artists, people that do art. They're so into it. They don't like. There's nothing else. They can't see anything else but what they love. Some people that's into cameras, they can't see anything but what they love. I'm talking to a cameraman. He like, yeah, man, this 1.5.2 lens. I don't know what he's talking about, but
right.
He happy, so I'm listening. You know?
Well, I think that's what you just said though is key. You said a lot, but what I'm zoning in on is that math side of music. I don't know that everybody understands the correlation between math and music, especially for a DJ.
Yes.
You guys are
BPM.
dealing in beats, so you're dealing in rhythms and timing, and that is math all the way. And I don't know that. So I have found in my career as a singer that many of my musician friends are math geeks. They're math geeks. So, you know, for all you parents out there that got really smart children in math, or children that are suffering in math, maybe music is a way to help them with it.
Because I was going to say, I'm a hell of a DJ, but I can't count worth a damn.
No, but that goes for its melodies. So somebody that can't count that, like it, just like she said, it can help from both sides. If you lack at math, the melodies, knowing your melodies, knowing your beat counts, you know, all that goes hand in hand.
So what I was going to ask you is, for shoots and giggles, let's just say that Soph was to come here to Philly, and I took her to a cafe. Her daughter, who's I'm going to be teaching her to DJ. If I brought her to the cafe, which I would love to, what can she learn from coming to one of the cafes?
It could spark that it could really set a fire, that spark, because once you get in there, so much different stuff. You have several different setups, and they're all different. You know, you'll have turntables in there, you have controllers in there, any direction that you want to go in DJ wise, that piece of equipment 9 times out of 10 will be in there. And we have a rule that if you want to bring stuff in, it has to be something that everybody can touch. So, you know, if you want to be, oh man, it's mine, don't touch my stuff, don't bring it in here, because when the new folks come in, and there's a lot of older DJs as well that have been playing on their one setup all the whole time they've been DJing, and this is how they learn something else. There's a lot of older DJs that learned about controllers and stuff through the cafe, because anywhere else they would have never got a chance to touch it, you know. So it's basically like it's I always call it a crack house for DJs. That's bad. That's our terminology, but you know, that's
so let's just say that CYNDA here happened to come in as let's say we're at Encore or Romans or whatever, and CYNDA happens to come in. What can she expect as a patron, you know, of the establishment? What can she?
Music, just seeing people, and when you look at some people, you would never know the kind of music they're into. So people are identified by what they play sometimes. So now you get in there and look at somebody. It could be a real old dude, look like he could barely stand on his, and he get over there and start playing some young stuff. You know what I mean? So you never know.
What's your favorite music to present?
I'm about people. I'm a party DJ. I love people. So it doesn't matter that the music doesn't matter to me. It's what it does to the people. So it could be anything. But right now, in my body right now, I'm getting more into the soulful house and things like that. You know, I'm graduating because I was doing the clubs and stuff earlier, and I'm be 50 in January. So I'm starting to act my age.
Seabreeze, why don't we talk about the idea that you had just right before J-Rock happened to pop in?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking of a fun live show for us. And I thought it would be really fun to pre-record a show for Wednesday with you guys. Come into the cafe. We can be talking on the radio and stuff, and then also have music from different DJs in your crew do their thing. And I thought it would be a lot of fun to do a show with you guys, so we can hear all these different styles. Because not everybody, believe it or not, including me, thinks about that. You know, when I go to a club, I just go to a club to dance, and I hope that I'm going to enjoy the music, but I don't understand how the music is put together and the creative artistic side of that. you know, and
also the DJ has to see you. So you might cause him to play the things that he's playing just by how you acting. Like I'm a crowd person. So as soon as I come in, like say if I'm not if I'm maybe the DJ that's coming on later, I come in and look at the room. I look at the people. The people tell me what to play. I don't come in with a playlist. So I be like, I'll look at you and be like, I see her bobbing her head to this song and that song. Okay, I see where she at with it. I'm gonna make her sweat her hair out. Let's go.
So basically,
I'll deal with that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
I'll deal with that area. You slow down, some other folks, and then I'll start going towards them and playing songs that I think they like until the whole room is having a good time.
So basically,
go ahead.
What we want to do is basically we want to do a live broadcast from when we open back up, and the chapters opens back up. CYNDA is definitely coming to Philadelphia because we got some other stuff we're going to do, and we're going to try to coordinate it where we want to do an actual live broadcast from one of the cafes, probably Jersey, just the atmosphere itself, and we want to do a live broadcast. You guys do what you normally do, and we're just going to, if you don't mind, we're going to host that day because we're going to be on the radio, and probably at that time we're going to be on Comcast as well, on TV as well, because it's going to be all incorporated, you know, and we'd like to do that. Okay, good.
Hit just hit time and Cutlass and set a date. That's not a problem.
As soon as we open back up. But we also, well, I'm thinking about it. I know Seabreeze is on that too. We want to do a virtual thing with you guys too during this lockdown. We're not going to wait. We're going to. What do you think, Seabreeze? We do a virtual event?
Yeah, I mean, I think that could be something that you do once in a while anyway. Maybe every quarter or something. Have a music thing, especially for your terrestrial radio, so people can hear. You know, or your YouTube or whatever, and everybody can put it on their YouTube. This a filmed show and virtual.
Yeah. So what say you, Jay? We putting you on the spot right here, live on the air, brother.
Well, it has to be something that you're doing on Zoom and just on your station because it's not gonna fly on Facebook and other stuff.
Right. Yeah, we understand that.
Right.
That's why we talk so much.
Right. That's why we strictly talk. But I understand what you're saying. It's not going to fly, but we can go to other Zoom, YouTube. There are other places that we can go.
Yeah, we stream on many platforms.
Right.
So yeah, for different things. So, and we could put links on Facebook so the people can join us. So.
There you go.
That part. So we are asking you, would you be interested? We'll do a virtual event. Grown Folks Radio will do a virtual event with you guys, and we'll get our people to push it and all that good stuff we do when we do.
I think it's great exploring other cultures, and you definitely have a culture. You have a culture that I know I find interesting, and I have, you know, like he said, my daughter, you know, she's in school in New York right now. She's home for a break, but she's in school in New York. She could take a train to Philly and experience this, and you know.
How old is she?
She's 19.
Okay. Yeah, she come with the big kids because we do have a kids cafe as well. Neek Nice, DJ Neek Nice, she runs our kids cafe. But yeah, she'll come in with the, you know, on our end, and we'll take care of her.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. When I first started telling CYNDA about it, she was like, "Really? Oh, this is different." Like, I like it.
The cafe gets so much notoriety because of what it does for DJs. There's not a lot of different factions or things that's out there that is for helping DJs. Most things are battles or stuff that me against you and everything is battle. Well, this is more we do that stuff as well, but it's more geared towards teaching and helping you get to the next level in DJing. You know, and that's what makes it different from a lot of the other things, because it's not all competition. It's teaching you, you know, and we use the numbers to get you any information that you need. So it's $1 million for no money. You know, $1 million worth of knowledge, you know, and all you got to do is talk. You know, you comment and talk to the page. You talk to the page will talk back to you. If you don't talk to the page, then you're just gonna be sitting there just trying to get information as best you can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There are those of us who talk a little bit too much to the page, but hey, that's just me. Yes, Seabreeze, I tear my ass wherever I go. Okay,
that's okay.
He does.
Be you. Be you.
That's my guy.
But everybody knows I will help in any way that I can. I've donated time, equipment, food, everything to the cafe from the very beginning. So I will support. But one thing I do want to say about the cafe that you would really enjoy, Seabreeze. When you come there, you're not just hearing one style. This is the one day that us DJs look forward to because we don't get to play this stuff when we're working. We're a jukebox. We're literally a jukebox. We're being paid to play. So when we come to these cafes, even if it's 15 and 20 minute set, we get to go in and play shit that we would never get caught dead playing in a party because they'll boo you out of there with rotten fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we get to really express our musical depth. And people like me and J-Rock can tell you, I'm a serious, what you call a crate digger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an archive specialist. So I can dig so deep, I get dust on my elbows. But we can't do that at a working party, at a wedding, at a birthday party. You can't play that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And skill-wise, you can go off because you can cut, scratch, spin on your head, everything. You can't do that stuff at a party.
Yeah.
Right.
Those days are done. Nobody wants to hear that. But the great part about it is now you get to hear different styles. And now with this virtual thing, you get to hear different styles of play from all over the world.
Mm.
And that's the key. People say, oh, well, this DJ is better than this DJ. No, this DJ is different than this DJ.
Yeah.
There are 100 people that could say J-Rock is the bomb. And then there's another 100 that's going to be like, nah, he sucks. And there's going to be 50 of them that don't give a damn. They only came to get selfies and take pictures. Where you got another 100 that are going to say, I don't like J-Rock. I like Kid Disco. J-Rock don't play what I play. And vice versa. So it's all about preferences. So to hear all these different styles mesh together, it's like it is. And I'm sorry, y'all. During these dark days that we living in right now, you need something to make you feel good. And one thing I want to give you a shameless plug about J-Rock, when you had the show you was doing during COVID, I just called it Get Your Socks Dirty.
The Get Down, the 3 o'clock Get Down show.
3 o'clock Get Down. Now, CC, let me tell you something. During the beginning days of COVID, that my wife actually looked forward. 10 minutes to J-Rock. I would tune in every day, and she would be sitting there working and listening to J-Rock. So my point is, you never know how someone can change someone's day.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might add.
Not to cut you, got a call for a church event.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting, it's a church Zoom. They're having their little Christmas party. And the little old lady get on there and she say, oh yeah, that's the Get Your Socks Dirty young man. So just to think that's something that somebody, it's a slogan that I came up with because you're not in the club, you're home, you're home and they in their socks. So if they're dancing around, you're getting your socks dirty. So with something saying, and when she said that, I was like, wow, like people are really paying attention.
My thing is that what I really love about the whole DJ thing is you don't know what song is coming up. You don't know what's coming up. So it's constant surprises. So it's never boring because you never know what's coming. Whereas on the radio, it's the same songs all the time. The same songs you heard 2 hours ago was playing again. Whereas with the DJ mix, it's all mixed up and it's all unique and you never know what's coming.
Disclaimer, that doesn't happen on this radio station, Grown Folks Radio. That happens on the other one. That don't happen here.
Well, I don't ever hear the music on this radio station often, so
Don't say that. See,
I'm too busy talking. I'm always talking. So
you know what you just did? Oh wow! she didn't mean that, y'all. She means she listens all the time and she loves it.
Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about during this show.
No, we don't play music on this show.
Yeah, I was
so-
confused. I was like, what is he saying? I don't get it.
I say on this radio station.
True that. Right.
Okay.
Damn. Damn.
Right. You know what? Seabreeze, you know what? See. What are you doing?
Oh man.
Hey, you gotta be clear with me. I always think about was this show. My gosh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so so J-Rock, let me ask you I'm going to put you on the spot. Yeah, you here. You kidnapped, bro. What's your, let's say 5 years from now, where do you see the International DJ Cafe going?
More chapters, a lot more virtual stuff going on, because we were really based off of physical appearance, the chapters. We were really based chapter wise, but the way things are now is turning everything more virtual. So we're gonna try to think of some more educational things and stuff to do to keep the DJs occupied, because a lot of DJs are really being discouraged. At the climate that we're in right now, the money's not there because there's no parties to do. So just keeping everybody, just like I said earlier about myself, when the music is in you, keeping things that are interesting for us to stay focused until we can get out of this little rut,
So speaking of which, I'm getting ready to take it to that point, because Seabreeze and I talk about this all the time. If any, how many adjustments have you had to make as a result of COVID as a DJ? Did you have to reinvent yourself? Did you find a new way to get that mugger? Because ain't nobody working DJ wise. Not like that. Not like we was.
It's up to you. I think your politics can get you some money, like your and you being able to promote yourself properly, and because there are Zoom parties are they happening right now, and you can make money, and also just making live shows and stuff, and making money that way, because like a lot of the platforms now, the live platforms, you can get donations. They can pay you for, they can tip you for DJing on those platforms. So there are ways to make money. It's just up to you to want to put the work in to, get the people to get to those channels. Because once Facebook is one entity, and people sit there and look at it like, dang, I want to go over to Twitch or one of these other live platforms and do a show, but I don't have the same following there. But they're not looking at they've been on Facebook for the past 10 years, and the rapport that you've made with people, that's why you have to make the same rapport with people on those other platforms. So now they're coming just for you, and a lot of people don't want to, don't take the time to do those things. That's where your money is. So there is ways to make money virtually, and when the summer hits, there's ways to make money during the summer, but the winter time you can just hang it up. Like, summertime you definitely could make money because everything is, a lot of stuff is outdoors, and you can create atmospheres to make money. But wintertime, everything will have to be indoors, and nothing is moving here indoor wise
at all.
Yeah.
In fact, we got another shutdown order, so yeah, ain't nothing happening. Happening. You better make it happen online. So speaking of online, do you find DJing now easier with the online experience, or are you still conforming to the whole thing? Because
well, basically before the pandemic, I was not much of a microphone person. I didn't like talking on the mic at all. I've never liked my voice.
Really?
Yeah, everything I would do, I would speak with my hands. I would make people go to the bathroom. I'm talking about DJing wise. I make you go to the bathroom. I make you go to.
You can't see Seabreeze. She's doing the signals now. Does that mean it's bathroom time, Seabreeze? Because we didn't do a break. I did it on purpose because J-Rock was really going.
Nah, yeah, you do your thing. I'm good.
Okay. I know we're doing man talk, but we're going to get back into the people talk. Jay.
That people talk. I'm letting them know how
we love it. No, I was just going to ask you real quick. We do have to take a really quick break. Asking you to hang around so we can finish, having a discussion if you got time.
Do what you got to do.
We got to take this quick commercial break because we got to do what we got to do, Seabreeze.
Got to pay the bills.
Yeah, that part. That part. Facebook, you know the drill. We still going to be here. Actually, we was going to implement. I was thinking about doing it this morning. Should we do it this morning, Seabreeze, to call it?
If they want to, you can. If you know how to do it, so do it if you want, because somebody might have some questions for you guys.
I know how to do it. You too. Wait a minute. Don't act like you incognito. You here?
Well, today is not about me, so we'll see what they say. If you want to do that, cool.
Good answer. But right now, we're definitely going to go to commercial break. So y'all stay tuned. This is the Melanated Morning Show. I am DJ Kid Disco with my co-host. Who are you, darling?
I am MC Seabreeze, a.k.a. CYNDA Williams.
And we're hanging out with my man, DJ J-Rock. We'll be back, y'all.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready? Yeah.
How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
For the health and safety of our guests and team members, we're here for you. That means frequently deep cleaning our stores and wiping down carts and baskets after each use, reserving dedicated shopping hours for our most vulnerable guests, providing masks and gloves to our team members, and offering contactless shopping options through the Target app, like Drive Up and Same Day Delivery. We are here for you now more than ever, and your health and safety is our highest priority. Learn more at target.com/a bullseye view.
New Dunkin' Refreshers. Vibrant fruit flavors like strawberry, dragon fruit, and peach passion fruit. B vitamins and energy from green tea. All under 200 calories. Order ahead via the Dunkin' app for a contactless way to order, pay, and pick up in the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Amazon is hiring near you. Earn a competitive wage and start as soon as 7 days. No resume or experience required. Health and safety are a top priority with all of Amazon's roles and sites. Amazon is taking precautions in their buildings to keep people healthy. Go to amazon.com/apply. That's amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, Shelly Shaw Williams, Philly's Oprah, host and executive producer of Single on a Saturday Night. And guess what? I've teamed up with DJ Kid Disco. He is the king of the podcast, and we have Zoom Your Podcast Masterclass. Have you ever wanted to start a podcast, learn how to be a Zoom professional, throw a virtual party? Now is the perfect time to learn all about it in Zoom Your Podcast. Go to ShellyShellWilliams.com or go to Instagram at ShellyShellWilliams or at DJ Kid Disco. DM us. Find out more information. This class is a must-take class. Hey everybody, it's Shelly Shaw Williams, Philly's Oprah, executive producer of Urban Expressions, Single on a Saturday Night, but I am a business, social media, and media coach. And if you're looking to show up on social media with a purpose, I have a course for you. Have you been struggling as an entrepreneur, trying to figure out how to get people to engage, how to get people to buy, how to get people just to see you on social media? I have just the course for you. Please go to ShellyShellWilliams.com to find out more.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
Yeah. How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
Yo, what's good? This is Tracy Lee, and you already know I gets down with the get down, man. Grown Folks Radio all day.
Hi, everybody. This is CYNDA Williams, and I am the co-host of the Melanated Morning Show and the host of the PPC Radio Show. And you are listening to Grown Folks Radio.
Grown Folks Radio. Can y'all hear me, y'all? Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Facebook. I was trying to talk to y'all. My goddamn Bluetooth got a minus on. It's on some other shit this morning. DJ Flip, what's going on? DJ Dre Lofton, what's going on? Melly the Schuler.
He said Melly Schuler.
Melly the Specialist. Oh man, I'm having a hard time. Earl, what up? K Swift, what's going on? My man, pots and pans. All right, so in Philadelphia, right, Swift, in Philadelphia. What's good, Swift? What's good with you? All right, so J-Rock.
Can you let me in the room?
Huh?
Can you let me in the room?
My bad. Okay.
I'd like to say some hello shout outs to Noel. What's up, Chicky? What's up? And Sadika, my sister's on today.
Sadie Rose.
Sadie Rose. Omar. Melly. Hey, Andre, Lofton, Phil Burton.
Somebody is
That's me. I'm trying to fix it.
Philly DJ K Swift. Hey, all the DJs in the house today.
Oh yeah, well this is a DJ thing. This is like, did you know Philly? In some places, Seabreeze, Philly is considered like the mecca of DJs.
Yeah, that's what you've told me.
Yeah, there you go, J-Rock. He's back. He's back. So, we usually get a little bit political, Jay, but we're not going to get that too political because we're going to try to keep it towards DJing. Is that okay with you, Seabreeze?
Do whatever you got to do. This is you're the lead today. I'm just listening and learning.
But you're usually the lead on Wednesdays. You're usually the lady of the house. Oh, she is. That's.
She say, I'm listening and learning today, child. You go ahead and do what you're doing.
Do what you do.
No, she makes it clear I'm her little brother. Like she's the old.
Well, you can learn from a child.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
So I want to get back to the cafe for just a minute because some amazing DJs have come through, and the anniversaries are always off the hook. Usually, what the anniversary is every year we get together and we pretty much celebrate another year, with this movement. So what I want to ask you is name a specific DJ that just came through and just blew your mind that you had never heard play before. And I'll start it off. Mel Star. Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus.
Grand was a shake.
The one where he stood up on the mixer and
we should have pulled this footage out. You could have put that in there. We should have pulled all that out.
We had more. If I had known you was gonna stick around, brother, I would have. I would have put a whole showcase together. But I really didn't. I'm doing 20 things at once, and I really didn't think. But yeah, okay. So, is there any particular artist that came through that sticks in your mind?
Artist, man. No, it's all DJs for me. The artist is for everybody else. The DJs, it's all DJ for me.
But without the artist, how's their DJ?
Huh?
Without the artist, how could there be a DJ?
Dun-dun-dun.
Ba-dum-bum.
Well. See, a lot of the time, the kind of artists that we get are we get a lot of up and coming rappers and all that. We try to keep a safe environment for us. So, like the DJs, we never need security. We'll never have none of those issues.
Totally understand.
So if we keep things, how we've been doing it for the past 10, 11 years, we haven't had an incident yet.
No, I totally understand that point.
Even
Some
when we're out
artists,
in the park.
especially depending on the youth and the
Yeah.
what their and where their integrity lies, I can imagine that it can be dangerous sometimes because of all the.
And to have everybody's safety in your hands, I prefer not to deal with that part of it.
I guess my question was more about the music, the artist on the music, not being there with you while you do your thing.
Well, that's what he was saying. He was talking about artists that perform.
Yeah, nah, I hear that. I hear what you're saying, and I'm an artist, so I hear what he's saying.
That's why she said, "Wait a minute now, now us, nigga, you would have shit to play. Let's get that shit right." That's why if you notice, Seabreeze, me and Jamie at the same time were both like,
No, but I totally feel not having live artists, because it brings a whole bunch with it, depending on the type of music you're doing. I mean, if you were doing some Sade and Anita Baker, it'd be different, right? Some of the R&B, but who's gonna dance to that? They gonna just groove to that. But the artists
put you on the spot, Seabreeze. Let's say you're hiring J-Rock because you're having an event. Let's say you're having a birthday party. What would you like? What would you? But what even if J-Rock were to ask you,
what kind of music?
Yeah, what would you?
I like a mixture of old and new, just as long as I can move and, like he says, sweat my hair out. I wanna dance so hard my hair is like, and so I want to hear familiar and I want to hear new.
Now you know what's important about this discussion right here, because I remember where you went to. I believe I forget where. I think it was Milwaukee. You were filming, and you said y'all went to a club, and you were like, I didn't realize how DJs really should sound until I met you and Joe Storm and guys and.
Yeah, my sister and I, for her birthday, my sister Sadika, my sister Megan, or DJ, MC Lyric is her name because she's a DJ and an MC. We went out for her birthday, her 21st birthday. And I mentioned this to Ms. Official. I couldn't stand it because they were changing the music before you even got into the music. And it was really frustrating, and Ms. Official let me know that's because they were doing a Facebook thing. They could only play a minute of music at a time before they had to switch it up so they could stay on Facebook at the time. Well, I didn't know what was going on. All I knew is every time I was getting good and happy about the song and I was starting to sing along and I'm doing my thing and then it's over. And so, like I said, I'm learning a lot from what you do, because there is a difference between a good DJ and a terrible DJ. I mean, some of these mixes up in here and whew, it's like, how'd you do from that to that? Seriously, what was the correlation? Why? It was terrible. I've heard the worst,
Also, that quick mix thing that you're talking about is something really geared for the younger. The younger's attention span is so short. So, like a lot of that first verse, like just doing the first verse and going on to the next song, that comes from that. Because if you play 2-3 verses of a song for a younger crowd, they'll end up in their phones and shit. And, so you have to keep their attention there. So sometimes that's not a bad DJ. It's just a different demographic that's in that room that he might see that he has to address. Because I do that as well. I know exactly what you're talking about. But for the older crowd, if you cut that song in any way, they will cuss you all the way out.
Come to think of it, I probably was the only person my age there. I mean, my sister Sadika, she's a good 15 years younger, 16 years younger than me. So But my baby sister, she wasn't complaining about it. She was just dancing.
Yeah,
So I get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get around my age, I gotta play that song out.
Mm-hmm.
At least 3 verses of it.
Yeah, because you want to hear that those specific words, whatever that part is.
Right.
They always got that breakdown, like after that third verse, you got that breakdown from the back in the day, set it off breakdown.
There's this DJ. I wish I could remember his name. There's a DJ in Chicago that I love because somehow he manages to make everybody happy. Really. Because when I've gone, there's such a variety of people, age wise, race wise, culturally. There's a total variety in this. And I guess that's probably why they go because he manages to keep them there. And I wish I could remember his name. Amazing DJ in Chicago.
That's called open format.
Open format. Okay.
The DJs play a little bit of everything and keep everybody involved in what they're doing, versus it just being a hip hop crowd or a R&B crowd, or they play everything from the Bee Gees to 50 Cent.
Right. And what I'll do, and you've heard me do this, CC, I'll take and crab 5 genres into an hour set.
Mm-hmm. So I've heard you do that. I've heard you mix genres, and I love that because I'm an eclectic music lover. I love everything. Almost everything I love. I'm not huge on trap, but I don't even mind some trap thrown in there, just as long as it's just not all that. I want to understand what you're saying, in most of the lyrics. But I like a mixture like that in open format. I guess is my favorite. That's what I'll look for next time.
So J-Rock, let me ask you this. Coming back into the DJ world as you did, were there any challenges?
Nah, once I got everything I needed, I couldn't wait to play. I just wanted to play all the time.
Okay.
The only challenge for me was the microphone because I didn't like talking on the microphone.
See, because I'm thinking about myself, my old ass. You remember when I came back out there? It was like, what the? What are y'all doing? How are you? Wait a minute. He's got a computer and records. What is he doing?
And also versus when I got into it the first time, when I first started, that was for the love of the music and the culture. This was more of a business move for something that I love. So, like, when you get a certain part of your life, you're sitting there like, "Dang, what do I love that I can get in, that I can do, and I can make money?" Versus going to work every day and being mad. All right, let me find something that I love, that I'm into, that I can make money from, and still enjoy and be comfortable in my own skin. And that was a lot of my motivation of getting back into the DJ stuff.
So would you consider DJing and music itself self-help?
What do you mean?
I would.
Cece, you know where I'm going with this,
right? I would. I mean, I do one of my podcasts. The title is "Music is My Medicine." I mean, for me, I have to go somewhere. If it's not to a nightclub, I got to go to my living room and get my dance on. The music heals me, and so my belief is self-help in that whole platform. Any person can teach you something about how to heal, and music and what you do and musicians, and it for me is a healing tool. And when I'm feeling super down, I don't listen to music all the time. I like listening to books and to podcasts and to the news and all that. But there are times when nothing else works for me to lift me out of a funk than music, especially a DJ's music, because they mix it up. So I don't know what's coming. So it's not redundant like playing an album or one artist's music, but it's a mixture of all kind of that take my vibrations to different levels. So from my perspective, yes, it is self-help.
It's
so
kind of
crazy. Know that has a
What'd you say?
It's kind of crazy for me because yes, I love music, but it's two sides to it. So I love making people happy. I love seeing when I take three songs and I do the two okay songs to be the alley oop to the banger and the room goes crazy. I love what the music does to the people. So that's why when you ask me about what kind of music, it don't matter. It could be rock and roll as long as it's making the people happy. You know, that does something for me. That's but so that makes it two sides of it. Like you have the music side, and then you have the side of what it does to the people. For me,
Well, that's the healing. Yeah.
Well, Seabreeze,
Mm-hmm.
who do we know that has a self-help radio show that maybe might be interested in what J Rock?
Yeah, he is always working it, man. Right on the air. DJ J Rock. He is always we can't let the show end and then we talk business. He always doing business. Yeah. I have a radio show coming up, DJ J Rock, that's a self-help platform. And my belief is that you, the mailman, grandma, anybody can have techniques that they use to help others. And so hopefully you will join us on the PPC radio show one day to give us your version of how you heal people and heal yourself through what you do. So that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I did it. I told you everything's commercial, Jay. You know me. Speaking of commercials, listen, if you need, I can't do that. Cece's doing.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Do it.
Listen,
I did it.
Yeah, hit us up if you need one. If you need one, never mind. Never mind, because I'm gonna
get some Grown Folks Radio gear, y'all. Go on the website, order you something.
You're going to get your package, see?
I'm not tripping. I said my do.
You know I do that extracurricular shit. I forget stuff sometimes.
That's okay. That's okay. You got a life.
You
do
know
enough.
You know I loves you. I got you.
I got a plug.
Go ahead, Jay. This is the time to do it.
We got a toy drive, a drive-through toy drive.
Nice. So NCNW Tri-County section and the International DJ Cafe presents the Christmas Drive-Through Toy Drive 2020. Donate a toy to make a child smile. All toys must be unwrapped for children ages 5 to 13 years old. Live DJs playing from the International DJ Cafe as gifts are collected for your entertainment. And there's a raffle for 3 Christmas baskets donated by King David 691. 11 to 4 p.m. drop-off location, Roman's Pizza, 3713 Marlton Pike in something, New Jersey. You'll have to tell us. December 19th, 2020. So if you're listening and you're in the area, please bring a toy to this drive-through toy drive.
And that would be Marlton, New Jersey. Isn't she great, Jay?
Yeah, because I couldn't read all that. I was trying to, I was trying to figure out how I was going.
Well, we're on the radio too, so some people got to hear it because they can't see it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
She's so good.
Yeah, we're doing that toy drive over there. So anybody, you got bring some unwrapped toys to make a child happy, and we'll have some music out there so you can come on through. Evidently, there's gonna be some snow out there. I don't know how we're gonna work that out, but we're gonna be.
And listen, y'all.
You know what? There's so many kids that aren't getting toys this year. There's so many kids that aren't getting gifts. So if you can, even if it's just one, I think it's a beautiful idea. I'm involved in the Guiding Light nonprofit. William Lee, my partner, has his nonprofit, and every year we do things for families and kids, and we're also doing that. So wherever you can, wherever you are, make sure you give to someone if you can. And if you can't, say a prayer for somebody and think about somebody and give a kind word to somebody, because people are going through it this year. It's a hard 2020 has been difficult.
Rough.
So I want to, because we got about 15 minutes left. So real quick, Jay, since you're here, we can ready to go into a little bit of political, but not heavy political, but more health and safety. I'm going to put you on the spot, Jay. The vaccine, will you take it when it becomes available?
I don't know. I got, I got to wait out and see what's what.
Well, how you feel about it so far?
Well, it's definitely necessary. You know, I see a lot of people thinking of the first thing coming to their head is the Tuskegee experiment.
Yeah.
But they're not knowing the history behind that. They're not knowing that they didn't give them medicine. You know, it was a study on not giving the medicine. So
what will happen to you if you don't have the medicine? That was the study.
Yes. So people are thinking that they
gave them medicine and it made them sick. It's the opposite of that. They didn't. They gave them placebos, so they weren't giving them medicine. They thought they were getting medicine, and they just used them as guinea pigs to see what these diseases would do. So it wasn't the medicine that was the problem; it was the lack of it.
And they didn't have a virus, people. They had that nasty woman's disease. That's what the guy from Girl Purple called it, the nasty woman.
And they give it to them.
Yeah.
They gave them the diseases.
No, I don't think so. I thought it was just heavy in that area, and they picked out folks down there.
It was half.
I don't remember. I've read about it, but it's been a while. But I know that it's something that we should research before we make decisions based on it.
Yeah.
You know? My family goes back and forth. I have a brother that works for a pharmaceutical company, and he has his definite ideas about it, and he's taken his time. He's not going to rush into the ones that are being thrown at us immediately, but I don't think we're going to get those anyway. But I've been researching it. I've had people send me things, actually people that seem to be credible, but when I listen, I'm like, why is he talking politics when this should just be about, you know, the efficacy of this vaccine? And so I've been doing a lot of research. My brother's been sending a lot of different medical experts of all races to talk about it. And because one thing I heard was this guy was saying the vaccine affects us differently than it affects European and Asiatic peoples. And with the research that I've done, that is not the truth. So he sings and sounds like he's super serious, doctor, this, that, and the other, but then I can't find where he studied. So, you know, I don't know why people would say what they feel instead of what they know. And I think everybody should take their time and take the vaccine if and when they're ready.
Yeah.
But you should research it. Just don't be a follower. Don't be sheep. You know,
And
be
to
a
that
leader in your
doctor-
own health.
And to that doctor doing that, telling them lies. Come on.
Warning! Warning! Bullshitter alert! Bullshitter alert!
Yeah, that part. Tell them lies, man.
I don't understand why I don't know, are they being paid? I don't know what the truth is. All I know is that I'm not going to listen to one person and make a decision. I'm going to listen to a bunch of people and pick out the truth. I mean, one of the things that he said that would ring true with me is how to be healthy. You know, his point was you have everything you need at your behest to make you well and keep you safe from the virus. And I believe that there are ways that we can be healthy, very healthy. And so if we did get the virus, we might beat it pretty easily. But not everybody is like that. And say I get it and I'm a healthy person, but I go around my mother who's on the verge of death and I just hurry her death along. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, you know, you just do your research. That's all. Just study.
Or if you could be like me, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all can laugh while you want to. Pot really does kill shit. Like, I've been high since 1995, and I ain't caught the shit yet.
Have you been tested? Do you know? Do you know you haven't got the shit? Do you absolutely know? Have you been tested to know? Because you might just be one of those people that had it and didn't know you had it. Just
Yep.
like Kevin Hart. Only way Kevin Hart found out he had it was because his wife couldn't taste anything. So she got tested, found out the whole household had it. So, you know.
And there's a lot of people getting it now. It's like I don't know if it's a weak strand that's going around, and it's like the flu. So you're getting body aches and headaches and stuff like that, and not the respiratory part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
it's in all shapes and sizes out there.
So what precautions have you if that you've had to take the couple of live gigs that you have done, J Rock, as far as a DJ?
Sit my ass in the corner. Leave me alone. Set my equipment up because first of all, the one I did for a family friend, and that just opened my eyes to everything else. I'm like, y'all just don't care around here. This is my last one. I'm like, oh,
It was that reckless?
yeah. They all decorating it. Where's your mask, mister? Yo, excuse me. I'm like, there was too much going on, man. I'm like, yo, like, you know something? I got to put that in the contract that I need to be away from. If you're gonna have guests that's interacting, I need to be away from that. You know.
You know, I never thought of that, Jay. Yeah.
Put in your contract. If they can't, then you can stop the music and pack your stuff up and get up out of there.
I guess that's the Seabreeze. I guess that's the new narrative now that we always been talking about. There is no. People keep saying we got to get back to normal. There is no. This is the new normal, y'all.
How you gonna get back to normal? What show you gonna go? Like, think how close you are. $100 seat to go see Kevin Hart. $100 seat. You're this close to somebody.
Ain't gonna happen.
Y'all elbow, not the elbow in your shoulder. All this is touching the guy next to you on both sides.
Mm-hmm. That's why he did his show the way he did. His new stand up, he did it at his house, in his living room. Everybody spread out. And there was only, maybe 100, 150 people there, but they were all completely spread out. Nobody was near anybody.
All the prices are going to have to go down on everything.
Yes, they are.
I'm talking about venues and everything because you can't put those numbers in the seats. So now a venue that holds 500 has to hold 250 just for people to be a part properly. So the venue can't get that big fee. Your artist can't get that big fee, and the ticket price is gonna have to make it make sense. Everything has to make sense in order to do a safe event now.
But I'm gonna tell you what venue is coming up as a result of this. Drive-ins.
Back.
Oh yeah.
And doing everything from concerts.
Towards the tail end of the summer, that was getting real hot and popular. Next summer's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I loved the drive-in growing up. That was my favorite thing.
J-Rock, why are you investing in more equipment? I'm like, because dummy, those two little speakers that you got to cover 150 people, there's gonna be no 150 people events. Big events. I'm looking at covering 2,000 people. That's what I'm looking at covering. That's where your money is going to be on the sound end of DJing. So you sit there and keep thinking you're gonna do these little baby showers and all right, go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm gonna be way away from all them people with a nice size system, and all of them they're gonna be all out there. And I'm gonna take my money and go home.
Well, I'm gonna keep on doing the radio, y'all, because I'm not leaving 25 till y'all get this shit right. No, I went out yesterday. I went to the store.
You went to the store?
Yeah, I went to the store.
6 o'clock in the morning, so nobody was there. Oh, that was Tuesday. That was Tuesday. Tuesday's when they let the senior citizens go in there and shop.
Yeah, you should go then. Eddie, that's a good time for you to go. Except for you getting up at 6 o'clock, I don't think so.
I get up at 6. I gotta get on the air by 10. It takes me 2 hours to get myself together.
That's true.
We got 10 minutes left, y'all. So, J-Rock, how can everybody get in touch with you and the DJ Cafe and all that good stuff?
DJ J-Rock. Jonathan Hines on Facebook. DJ J-Rock on Instagram. DJ J-Rock 215 on Twitter. I live on Facebook most of the time. Instagram, I'm they did an update on the phone and they changed the button to catch your notifications from the top, from the bottom, and put it on the top. And that just lost me. I'm old. So now I ain't really been on Instagram since they did.
I was the only one.
They sent it to me. I said, "Why you don't check your DM?" I don't even know how to find my DM. For the people that's listening, I don't know how to find it. I don't know. They done changed everything on Instagram, and I don't know how to find it. If you want to find me, come to Facebook, and I'll holler at you.
That's where the old folks hang out.
Yeah. The International DJ Cafe has a YouTube page, the International DJ Cafe, and all the interviews and with all the spotlights and all that stuff you can find right on that YouTube page, including the piece that you put up as well.
I'm proud to say I have some of my work on there.
Yeah.
Some of
I was surprised. And that was some pretty. Yeah, it was pretty thorough too.
Thank you, sir.
I was like, hey, he know more than me. I was sitting there reading it. Okay, I didn't know that.
And speaking of the cafe, I was telling Seabreeze earlier, I actually learned that, started doing that stuff from, again, Ty C.
Yeah.
When I first got on his radio station back in 2012, we were broadcasting live and started getting into it. So, yeah, there's a lot of information to be learned from the International DJ Cafe people is my point. And some of the best battles or showcases or anniversary spotlights.
Yeah. We had some mean showcases and spotlights.
And I can honestly say proudly, guess who?
I got that footage. I got the footage. I got all that.
I gotta say, and I was telling Seabreeze earlier, that's a hell of a feeling when you in a room full of nothing but DJs. And you can get a standing ovation from your set from 200 DJs. That's a hell of a feeling.
The hardest thing is to entertain a room full of DJs.
Right. My point exactly.
That one little, you know what, like, you know how hard it is to get you to hear something off. Well, a DJ, we can have a full conversation going, and one could be off by a megasecond, and the whole room goes stop.
Yep, like, whoa, did you just hear that?
Yeah.
So to have that happen to you as a DJ, and I'll never forget that because that was right. If you remember, Jay, that was right after my mom passed. So it was like she was on my shoulder, and I remember, that's when we was at Rashid's spot, and I was
You got busy.
I looked up, and everybody was clapping. I'm like, are these DJs?
Yeah.
What? Y'all like my shit? Wow, and that's a good feeling, that you can entertain DJs. Or like J Rock said, that's a hard thing to do.
Yes.
That's hard. But when that happens as a DJ, you feel like, okay, I've come full circle now. I've done the creativity, I've done the party rock, and I've done the battle, and now that I can satisfy the DJs, I got nothing else to prove. I'm full circle. So that is that's a hell of a feeling when you can do that. And thank you, J Rock, for giving us that feeling. You know what I mean?
We all did it together, man. It takes a village, not just one person. I can't do it by myself. The chapter heads, everybody that puts their 2 cents in to make the next thing come about. Because everything, a lot of the ideas and things that we do all come from the DJs within the network. As long as it's positive, we own it.
Yeah, and a lot of positive things have
like, man, when you gonna come do the show? I'm like, man, my brain, you got to tell me 45 minutes before, or call me the day before, and then text me the day of, and then
that's why I ain't bother yesterday. I said, I know how to get his ass. I'm gonna wait till 8 o'clock in the morning.
I had to work. I was at work 4 o'clock this morning. That's why I was late getting in here because I was coming from work.
Okay. I said, let me catch him 8 o'clock in the morning so I know his brain is fresher.
I was at work already.
But hold on, bro. Let me just say this: we really appreciate you coming through.
Yes.
It could have been happening. It's just you tell me something you want to see me 2 months from now, I'm gonna forget.
Did he just throw me all the way under the bus and back the bitch up?
You my man. Why would it take a long time?
True.
Like, it's a phone call. That's all.
That's true. That's true. I'm bad with phone calls. Seabreeze, you know I'm bad with that shit.
Yeah, I text and call because if I don't let him know there's a text, he will never see it.
Uh-huh.
And emailing. That really ain't gonna happen. You gotta put a disclaimer to the disclaimer. Yo, check your shit. And speaking of checking my shit, I'm checking on the clock on the wall. Guess what, y'all? It's straight up and down. About to be in 3 minutes. So guess what that means, Seabreeze?
That means that's a wrap.
So listen, y'all. We got some stuff coming up. Real quick, I want to do some church announcements. Again, thank you, J Rock, for coming through. We really appreciate you coming through.
Yes, thank you.
Got some quick church announcements. New Year's Eve, y'all. We're going to have this New Year's Eve party via Zoom, courtesy of Grown Folks Radio, and that lady right there is going to sing some new, some old, some old, some new. What we doing, Seabreeze?
I don't know. We'll have to decide. It depends on. Yeah, some people were requesting the oldie but goodie from 30 years ago, so I might have to give it to them.
Harlem Blue. I can't do that. Ow.
That sounds like it hurt.
I think I heard something. So tomorrow, DJ Lisa Love is going to be here, and we're going to have a very important discussion. By the way, Seabreeze, DJ Lisa Love, we have a DJ 5 days a week who's going to be part of the crew. DJ Lisa Love, yeah.
Yes.
And
very happy.
DJ Lisa Love, we're going to have a discussion, and this discussion is going to be very needed, and it's going to be deep, and it may be a bit adult orientated, but please don't. Maybe some kids need to hear this. We're going to talk about the gay community in a whole. Lisa is a lesbian, love her to death, and she brought a very good. When I presented the because it was actually PHILLIE's idea, and that's why we're doing it first on her day, and we're going to finish it off on your day next week. And Lisa brought a very good point up to me. She says, well, I would love to do that, have that discussion. She said, but I'm not really in the gay community. I'm gay, but I don't hang out in the gay community. Good points. So she's going to bring a friend of hers who really is very active in the gay community. And I believe that this conversation is going to be very intense, deep, and it needs to be discussed, you know. It's something that, you know,
there are a lot of people dealing with.
Exactly. So we're going to have an adult real discussion about that tomorrow. And I think that's it for now. Oh, tomorrow night, listen, y'all. Tune in for DJ Simpson at 10:30. Yo, she's a phenomenal DJ. She really is. Shout out to 6 Foot. Old man's got his thing on Sunday nights, Old School Sunday. I'm on Old School Sunday. Monty on the scene. She is the blood sister sibling of our co-owner and my mentor and partner, Shelly Shell. She's going to have her show. She has her show. It's been about 3 weeks now, Cece.
Oh, okay.
Monty on the scene.
I love her.
Yeah, she does sports and praise. You know Monty. So that's Sunday at 4. So I think that's the lineup real quick. I know I'm forgetting somebody because right now we're getting ready to listen to Cool DJ Frank with his Lunch Buddy mix from 12 to 1. J Rock, we appreciate you, bruh. We appreciate you coming through. You're always welcome. You're always invited back, sir. We do. That's how we do DJs. We do the
salute.
Salute. You know what I mean? So Seabreeze, could you go ahead and do your you know?
That's a wrap.
That part. I love it when she does that. I love it when she does that. And we are the Melanated Morning Show, y'all. Thanks, Facebook, for coming through. All of y'all, we appreciate y'all.